How's it going, Dazzlers? Welcome back to Daz Games and another Daz Watches! Before we get into today's video, I just want to give a shout out to my other channel, the dazblack channel. New sketch is out. It's about a paranormal investigator who's a little bit crazy. I'll put the link in the description below. Go give it a watch, go subscribe. There's loads. Next year I'm going to be really focused on bringing out a lot of short films and sketches on there. So go support the other channel. Go watch the sketch. Let me know what you think of it. I got a new desk and I'm going to show it off to you right now. I'll actually get into the video in a minute. Oh, yes, that is what I put my camera on. A Hitman figurine box, all right? Spare no expense. But damn, look at this. Jesus Christ, you got the PC down here. Ah, yeah. Monitors on top. This desk is so good. It looks like it was made by Tesla, all right? Elon Musk shipped this desk out. I kid you not. Floaty globe. I got a floaty globe. Yep, that's my desk. You gotta have a floaty globe. I don't care. Yeah, you have to. Right, so that's my desk. Religion. Now, calm down. You all know that I am an atheist. I don't really want to get too much into my religious beliefs because I have a very strong opinion about it and I don't want to offend anyone. But speaking of being offensive, when we're talking about being offensive, we need to talk about a certain man by the name of Pastor Stephen L. Anderson. A lot of you guys have been asking me to react to his channel because apparently he's the most angriest, hateful, vengeful, nastiest pastor. Pastor? Not pastor as in eat. Damn, now I'm hungry. Pastor as in, like, preacher. Do you know what I mean? He's apparently a very nasty guy with very warped views that he preaches to thousands of people. And he has a YouTube video about it. But Daz, what about permission? He's not going to give you permission. It gets better. If we go down here, you can see his license, Creative Commons Attribute License, reuse allowed. These are on all of his videos, and basically what that means, and I think it should be used in future on YouTube for reactors like me, hello? It basically means that anyone on YouTube can take this footage and do what they want with it, and I'm going to react to it. I got a feeling that Mr. Anderson, I feel like I'm in the Matrix when I say that, Mr. Anderson, I feel he's going to regret that decision because I don't think he's going to like what I have to say. The first video we're going to react to on his channel is called Why Women Do Not Belong in the Workplace. Bite your tongue, Daz. Bite it. Let's watch the video.
Let me say this. There is a difference between boys and girls.
Yep, I agree.
There is a difference between men and women. Ah, it's a double standard. Yes, it is a double standard.
Can I ask, why are you preaching in the 100-acre wood? Like, is Winnie the Pooh gonna come up and be like, woman shouldn't be in... woman shouldn't be in work. I'm laughing because my Winnie the Pooh impression is terrible. What's that? Women shouldn't be in work and they shouldn't get any honey. That's all I was trying to do. I'm sorry. I know Winnie the Pooh doesn't sound like that. I'm sorry.
Because you know what? There's a difference today between men and women. But our world today wants to blur all difference. And so anybody who just gets up and says, hey, we're going to treat our sons and daughters differently, people freak out about that because they have this weird sense of equality and fairness.
Weird sense of equality and fairness. It's not weird to want to treat people equal and fair, but even based on gender. So he's going down that route that women should be treated differently from men. He's already off to a great start.
It's not biblical. Okay, what does the Bible teach? That there's a big difference. Now look, men have to be a leader.
Oh, God. This alpha male bullshit. Is that where we're going with this? Let me tell you something. All right, Mr. Anderson. If you tried to tell my girlfriend what to do, you're more than welcome. Try it. She'll strangle you with your tie.
Man, is that you're going to grow up one day, you're going to get married, and then you're going to have to lead your wife, and then you're going to lead your children, and you have to be a leader. You have to be independent.
No, but based on what you're saying, though, women don't belong in the workplace. They should be at home. It's the women who lead us, I believe. Women can go out to work now. This stay-at-home mum crap is just so old-fashioned. If a woman wants to stay home and be a stay-at-home mum, that's her decision. If she wants to go out and work on her career, it's wrong. I was a stay-at-home dad. When my daughter Sarah was growing up, I stayed home and I looked after her. I left the building trade for a while to come back and look after her.
So they're going to go straight from their parents to their husband, and then they're not going to be the leader. They're going to follow their husband, and they're going to help him and be his wife and get on board with his program.
Wow. So this is so delusional, I can't. Is this even religion, or was he just not breastfed? God also had an amazing plan once, right? It was, you might have heard of it. It's called Noah's Ark. There's a massive boat built by one man. One man. I don't know if you've ever stood next to a cruise ship, right? Imagine one man built that. One. Few weeks. Given a few weeks, right? God thought it'd be a good idea to put two of every animal, male and female, of every animal in the world onto the boat. There isn't a number that exists, right, to explain like how many like insects and things and different species that apparently, according to David Attenborough, all right, and I'll say it in the words of David Attenborough,
our oceans are vast. There is approximately 95% of species still to be discovered.
Right? So all those species that we still don't know about, 95% of them, all on the boat. All on one big boat. Big enough, right, to fit two of each on. Built by one man. Stay with me. This is all apparently true. And then they set sail, right? I mean, I owned a rabbit, right? I owned a rabbit. And I don't know if you've ever owned a rabbit before. They shit so much. It's unbelievable. The amount of shit that comes out of one rabbit, you wouldn't believe it. Take two rabbits, right? Because there's two rabbits now on the boat, along with millions of other animals shitting on this boat. Noah was knee deep in some shit, okay? That was also a story from the Bible. That was also a plan that God had. I'm gonna go out on a whim here and say that probably didn't happen.
And they're going to marry, bear children, and guide the house, and cook and clean and take care of the house. And old-fashioned. Of course it's old-fashioned. Unlike this new...
It's medieval! Women are not meant to stay home and cook and clean. God, this is toxic. My girlfriend's out there right now on the front lines, okay? She's out there performing on stage to thousands of people because that's what she does. She's amazing. She's entertaining people. I'm sat here eating Pringles for breakfast and I'm making videos for people. Does the Bible really say this? Is that a Bible on his desk or is that just Harry Potter?
Newfangled garbage that we have in America today that doesn't work. That makes everybody miserable. Half the people get divorced. A bunch of the other people that stay married are miserable and dysfunctional.
I can't imagine who's married to you. I feel so sorry for her. I would speak to her, but she's probably at home!
Look, God's way is the right way. And so God's plan for women is that they would marry, bear children, and guide the house. And it is a full-time job to cook, clean, take care of the house.
I guarantee you that his copy of the Bible has some edits. He probably has got like a permanent marker and has drawn in like one of the back blank pages. Also, thy wife must clean kitchen. And she's believing it, apparently.
And take care of the children. It's a full-time job. Do you think that my wife is just struggling every day with what to do with all her free time? She has 8 kids to deal with, and then
8! Are you a spider? You just sit... Did your wife just, shoot out 8 eggs or something? 8 children? What the and she has to look after them on her own? Whilst you're out hating everything in the woods? Oh my God. Wow. 8 kids. Oh, his wife. And she doesn't even get any support from her husband because apparently he's married to God.
she's busy. She doesn't need a career. Therefore...
She needs to use condoms. Jesus Christ.
Listen to me, and look, people are going to disagree with me. Hey, disagree with me all you want. If you read the Bible and you come to different conclusions, that's fine. I mean, everybody's got the Bible. Everybody's got the Holy Spirit. You can believe whatever you want in this church. But let me tell you this. As for me and my house, I've studied the Bible. I read these scriptures, and I am not going to let my daughters go out and get a job.
Oh, my Lord. His poor 8 daughters, if there are 8 of them. I really feel that religion, it I've always said, like, if you want to believe something, that's fine. As long as it's not hurting anyone or damaging anyone. And a lot of the time when I speak to people that are religious, because they like to debate with me the existence of God, I say the same thing. If you're not hurting anyone, it's fine. I don't care. Wake up in the morning, pray to Jesus, it's fine. But I really feel like this is hateful. Most Christians, they take bits and bobs from the Bible. They don't really worship the whole thing. I think it's ludicrous to worship the whole Bible. If you can't be gay, for one, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Why would God hate gays? And now females apparently are not allowed to work and have careers. It just seems that religion sucks. I'm sitting here and I'm trying to think to myself, what should I believe in God? Should I spend my life worshipping his name? No! And I understand that this is not the best spokesperson for religion. I think most religious people would look at this guy and think, what a lunatic.
When they're 16, 17, 18 years old, not happening. There's no reason for it. They need to grow up and get married, and until they get married, I'm going to support them and pay for them.
That the world is still held back where it is. Like, sinkhole. That's what we need. We need a sinkhole to just open up, right? And just swallow men like him. Gone. Problem sorted, really. Oh, this one looks good. Mental illness is a form of punishment. This guy just gets so much nicer and nicer.
Thou shalt build an house. Thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face.
What was that? What was that line?
Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face.
Thy ass shall be violently taken away before thy face. I know what he means. He means like the donkey, but I'm picturing that ass. That's just what I was thinking.
Hey, how would you like to, they're going to use your name as just the example of the person who's doomed. Hey, don't kids, stay in church, stay right with God, because you don't want to end up like so-and-so.
I'm not going to your church if it means I end up like you. And I fail to see why the title is Mental Illness is a Form of Punishment. When he becomes depressed because his wife finally leaves him for the pool boy, Majulio, he's going to wonder why he's being punished.
Whose name was Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, and Ishbosheth said to Abner, wherefore hast thou gone in unto my father's concubine? You say, why did you go in to my father's concubine? Now, you say, what's a concubine?
I thought it was that animal that turns inside out. Wait. I don't know what I'd do without Google. I don't. A woman who lives with a man but has lower status than a mistress. Oh! Side chick. It's a side chick.
It doesn't mean that you're married. It's just a woman that you're sleeping with. A magician in the kingdom decides that he wants to inherit this concubine, okay? And basically that's going to give him claim to some rights. Now,
Mr. Still Your Girl, right? That's where we're going.
do you think that that we live in a world where people don't have a concubine?
I don't have a concubine. I ain't got a concubine. I ain't got no concubine. Being texted by no concubine. What? I'm sure that there are many people out there that have concubines.
We live in a world filled with sinful, wicked people, and so the Bible tells stories about real people. And
well, at least your wife's safe from murder and being a concubine, because she can't leave the house. I share very, very similar views. I guess Ricky Gervais is one of, if you've ever heard him talk about religion, he kind of nails it on the head. He once said something that really explained it in perfect form. If you take away all books like the Bible and fantasy and Disney and throw it all away, get rid of it, 1,000 years time, it's all going to come back different. The Bible would not come back the same way it was written. If you do the same with science and science books and discoveries and all this shit, get rid of it, throw it away, 1,000 years, it'll all come back the same. Because science constantly proves itself. Science's main job is to actually disprove itself. It's trying You know, it just follows the evidence. That's what it does, and until we see fact. We know why the sky is blue. We know where oxygen comes from. Like, all these discoveries would come back the same, but the Bible and all these stories, 1,000 years after they're gone, will not come back the same way. That it'll all be different. And when it comes to gods, Ricky also said that, and it was perfect, that there are thousands of gods throughout time to choose from. Thousands. Let's say that there's 1,000 gods. I don't know how many gods that have been created throughout time, but let's just say there's 1,000. This guy, or Christians or whatever, usually people only support one god. So he believes in one god, but disbelieves in 999 other gods. I only, as an atheist, disbelieve in one more god than he does. And that's perfect. It's the perfect explanation. Ricky Gervais really just sort of nailed my belief system. I just believe in what I see. If someone come up to me and showed me proof of God, I'd be like, oh, there you go. There is a man in the sky. I believe in it. I think that there's a lot of people like this who take the Bible and they run with it and make their own ideas, and it affects people's lives. His daughters are never going to have a career. They're not going to be able to go out to work and make friends like you do at work. They're not going to be able to feel proud that they're earning their own money. This whole idea that women are just another accessory in the kitchen is what has been holding us back. This is toxic masculinity, and he's using religion and certain words from the Bible to enforce that. I think that is harmful. I think it's harmful behavior, and I think that I think it's good to have faith. I think if you believe in the Bible and it brings you joy and faith, then you should believe in it. But this preaching, this changing people's lives, his daughters aren't gonna have a life. Like, love, caress my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Stay dazzling.